From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Herbert going to throw on this first play. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll run with Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Set. One more time, they try Swift. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. 59. Ready. They'll try to run with Swift. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Here we go. All right. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much room to speak of there. He'll get this one only to about the 3. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, side. West, right, sit. Right.
They go play action with Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one 1st down, or or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. Throwing, Herbert. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Set. 380. You're out. Set.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A big play for Seattle. 32 yards. First down. Fields. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here we go.
On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Seahawks.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
On first down, Herbert finds Nakua on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
59, 59. Go.
Now Herbert again. Open man, Demario Douglas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 21. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Inside the 40. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half. Throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here we go.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Seattle. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Run. Set. Hey, go forward.
The motion man is Nakua.
Set.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, he thinks he has the answers. The secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set high.
Play action now for Fields. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A big one there to start the second half. A pickup of 44 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Seattle.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Fields now to throw on first down. That one taken in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown Seahawks. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ball.
Herbert now on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Let's go. Hey, ready?
Herbert. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now it's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Set.
Throwing again, Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
Set. Five nine.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
Set. Set.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's caught by Puka. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, go Lion. Why did
Herbert to the air again. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Set.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
Set.
A run on first and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's second and goal.
Set.
Herbert to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Ram. Ready?
To throw is Herbert. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Ready?
Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Go straight. Straight.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Asante Samuel that time, all over him in coverage. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Snipe.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he's got it to the 14-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, Snipe.
Fields from the pistol. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
Fields operating out of the pistol. He's going to dial up another deep ball. He's to the 40. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in Week 1. Patterson now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Seahawks stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. This one complete to Atwell. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the... Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
His second catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down. The motion man is Nakua. Now Herbert again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Set.
Herbert to the air again. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Whoa! And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 39 yards.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Broncos. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos cut into the lead a little bit.
Broncos 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Up. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Here we go.
A run with Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Here we go, Scott.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Taylor. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Go, Chuck. Ready?
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Right.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Right.
They go play action with Fields. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, his defense will certainly take it.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the 1st down, and keeps this drive alive.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Pistol snap back to Fields. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
EQ.
2nd down. It's Fields. He'll tuck it and take off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Right.
Here we go. One final play. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So, it's a win here for the Seahawks. They get the opening week victory, move to 1-0. Give their new head coach a W in his debut at the helm. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.